Hey, in this video we're going to show you how to install a 22T board back onto a 22T unit. And the first thing we'll show is connecting the wires back onto the receiver. Now for these wires, you notice like they have little marks for 1 and 2, and they go to each channel. So the wire with the 1 stripe goes with channel 1, and the way you connect it is with the arrow pointing towards the numbers. Plug it right there. And the one with 2 wires goes with channels 2, 3, and 4. So you'd want to plug it in this way with the arrow pointing upwards. So the next thing we'll be doing is placing the 22T board into the skull before mounting it with all the screws and such. So you want to do is just place it like so, back right here. We're gonna put the wires through this neck one at a time to show how to place the wires, and the receiver in its place right here. So now what we want to do is put the screws that were used to mount the plate back on. And what you want to do is the holes that were on the plate, you got to make sure that they're lined up with the holes onto the skull. And once they are, you can screw this by hand. It helps to move around a little till like you can find the hole. And you want to take this other screw and then place it on the other one. And then tighten them up with the Allen key. Okay, so now we're gonna mount the receiver onto the skull, and it's like how we mounted the 22T board onto the skull, with the holes lined up with the holes onto the skull, and then taking the screws that were used to place the receiver back on. Gotta make sure that they're still aligned while you do this. Okay, so now we're gonna get to connecting the wires to the 22T. And the first one we're going to be doing is our mainline high power wire with the fuse links. So what we're gonna do is put it through the neck and fish it out of the other side. And as you do that, you want to make sure that the end doesn't touch the skull, as it would to prevent any damage. And now we're going to connect it to the relay, which, as you have seen, has already been unscrewed, but we're going to screw it back in. So just place it in this spot right here. Got to put this washer in, screw it on, and then you could tie in it with whatever wrench you have on you, or like a socket wrench like what I'm going to be using. Just make sure that if you're using any exposed metal, that you also make sure not to connect, it goes against the skull, again, to prevent any damage. Gotta make sure it's in the right setting to tighten it. And be sure you don't tighten too much, otherwise you might damage the relay as well. Okay, so now we're getting ready to connect the DC motor wires, and as you can tell by the tapes on their end, that each set goes to a different motor. So the one with the 1 tape goes to the left motor, and the one with the 2 tapes go to the right motor. And we're gonna start by doing what we did with the last motor, by putting the wires through the neck right here. And connecting it to the correct side of the motor. So we just fished through the one with the 1 side tape. So now we're gonna connect it to the left motor here. And you gotta make sure to connect it with the matching colors, like red to red and black to black, like so. And you're going to do the same for the other set of wires. Again, with the matching colors, black to black and red to red. Okay, so now we're going to connect the black shutoff wire, and on the board is located right around this spot, and it is the wire with this type of connector right here. And we're gonna, and just like all the other wires beforehand, we're gonna put it through the neck. And we're just gonna connect through this wire, and this wire is located through that hole around that corner in that area right there with this type of connector, and you can tell it's different from the other one. This would be a female and this would be a male, so we're going to go ahead and connect those two together. Okay, so now we're gonna do the blue engine start wire, and it is just located right next to the black shutoff wire with what we just did before. And again, we're going to put it through the neck, and we're going to connect it through this relay that is hanging on that wall right there. And you're just going to have to connect it to this top part of the relay. Should be like the only one exposed if you haven't unplugged all these other wires. And you just need to do that right here. If you had to unplug wires from the switch in order to get to the board, then this portion would help you try to locate the wires and plug them back in once you're done with the plugging in the 22T board. And we're gonna locate the first wire, and it's right around this relay right here on the right side. All you need to do is follow this piece right here, the right side, and then you should find this end. And once you do, we're gonna push it up the neck. We're gonna plug in one end. It doesn't matter which end you plug it to. Now we're gonna do the other one. And this one is located right where these two batteries are connected. So you're just going to have to follow this wire until you find this end. And we're gonna do the same as we did with the other wire just before. gonna pull it out, plug in the one end, and that's pretty much it. So the last thing we'll be doing is putting the covers on the skull and the unit right here, and we're gonna do the skull first. So it's pretty easy, just place it on top of the board, make sure no wires are in the way. Take the 2 screws that were used for the cover and just put them on each side. Gotta make sure both holes line up. And we'll take the Allen key right here and tighten it a little. Do the other side. Okay, now we're gonna do this cover for the unit. We're just gonna line it up here, just the same as the other one. Place it, make sure holes are lined up. Take the screws that was used to mount it, and then just place it on right here. So after following each step, the board should be fully connected to the unit, and it should be ready the next time it goes.